time for another Coyote Kids Book Club. Let me adjust my tripod. Hey guys, it's Ransom Garcia. Sorry we're a couple of minutes late today. I had the darndest time with this tripod here inside my son's bedroom. But we're going to read another storybook tonight. Hopefully give you enough time to grab the kiddos and, get ready to enjoy another one of my son Beckham's favorite storybooks. This one is by Janelle Cannon. Now, Janelle is actually mostly known for a book about a little bat called Stella Luna. But I like this one better. It's called Verdi. It's about a green tree python. And it's really, really cute. It's really, really cute. So, again, guys, thank you so much for joining us for the Coyote Kids Book Club. It's Saturday. I figured, hey, let's keep it going. So here we go. This is Verdi by Janelle Cannon. Again, about a little green tree python. On a small tropical island, the sun rose high above the steamy jungle. A mother python was sending her hatchlings out into the forest, the way all mother pythons do. Grow up big and green as the tree leaves, she called to her little yellow babies as they happily scattered among the trees. But Verdi dawdled. He was proudly eyeing his bright yellow skin. He especially liked the bold stripes that zigzagged down his back. Why the hurry to grow up big and green, he wondered. Maybe some of the older snakes in the jungle could tell him. Verdi ventured into the treetops to look for them. Here's Verdi. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing? And Jamie, also joining us tonight. Thank you so much. Umbles, Aggie, and Ribbon were lazing on some branches nearby. Verdi peered on their droopy green bodies. It's not polite to stare, chided Aggie. Umbles burped and groaned. It's taken nearly 4 weeks for that last lizard to digest. I surely do like lizards, but lizards do not like me. Why don't lizards like you? Asked Verdi. Don't interrupt, Umbles grumbled. Dear me, whined Aggie. If I don't shed soon, this itchy skin will drive me bananas. Verdi tapped a tune with his tail, and he waited to speak. Stop that, Verdi. It's making me nervous, Ribbons complained. Besides, you'll never grow up to be properly green, always interrupting and constantly fidgeting. Verdi couldn't imagine being in such a hurry to be just like them. Yuck, he thought. He really wanted to keep his sporty stripes. Hoping to find snakes that weren't so boring, Verdi slipped away. Dozer was snoring in a tree not far from the others. Hello, said Verdi. Do you want to climb some trees with me? I'm tired, Dozer ground. Go do a few laps around the jungle, okay? Verdi's heart sank. The green snakes were not only lazy and boring, they were rude. See Verdi? He's the little yellow guy right there. At the top of a very tall tree, Verdi gripped one branch with his tail and another one with his little snake jaws. I will never be lazy, boring, or green, he thought. I will jump, I will climb, I will keep moving so fast that I will stay yellow and striped forever. And then Verdi let go. There he goes. He just whipped himself off that branch. Look at him flying. Look how happy he looks. From a distance, the green snakes watched. Oh my, they chorused. Ribbon shook his head. At this rate, he'll be lucky to make it to his first molt. Aggie nodded. He's likely to put an eye out on a branch. Umbles moaned. He may not live to turn green. There's the big green snakes, and you see Verdi? He is flying in the background. Look at him go. But one day, Verdi's skin began to peel, revealing a pale green stripe stretching along his whole body. Ah, he gasped. How can this be? I'm the fastest snake in the jungle, and I'm still turning green. He raced down to the river, grabbed a mouthful of rough leaves. See Verdi? He's turning green. And Verdi flung himself into the water. If I can't run the green off, I'll scrub it off, he thought. His frantic splashing caught the eye of a large catfish, cruising the murky depths. Yum, the old fish hummed. Lunch. Look at that catfish. When this is all over, I'm going to go get myself some catfish. It sounds pretty good. Before the fish could haul Verdi under, the frightened snake bit him on the nose. Apoo! With a blast of his rubbery lips, the great fish sneezed, sending Verdi into the air. Slapping onto a soggy shore, Verdi skidded out of reach. Woo! That was close, he sputtered. Every inch of Verdi's body was covered with a wet, gloppy mud. Kind of lumpy, kind of brown, but it sure beats being green. So he left the mud on. But the soft brown muck dried into a hard gray shell, and Verdi could barely move. If he even budged, the stuff cracked right off his jagged body. As each piece fell away, Verdi could see that his body was even greener than before. This is terrible, cried Verdi. He pictured himself hanging around in droopy loops, itching and complaining and worrying all day like the big old green snakes. He looked up into the sky where the sun blazed a beautiful yellow, just the color he used to be. Then he pulled a vine to the top of the tree. See all the mud cracking off? Launching himself from the treetop, Verdi startled a flock of colorful birds. He became dizzy with delight. Sure that the bright sun and his lofty speed would turn him golden again, in his joy, Verdi forgot one thing, that he would fall back to earth. Look at him. Whippity, whappity, whip, flap, wham! Plummeting through the trees, Verdi landed in a crooked sprawl across a log on the forest floor. He couldn't move. Help, he croaked. Verdi is hurt. As usual, the Greens had been watching Verdi's antics. They moved quickly to where he laid. Didn't we say it would come to this? Umbles said, shaking his head. Aggie sighed. Lucky thing he's got two good eyes. They gently lifted Verdi up to a safer place where they could watch after him for a while. Neatly splinted onto a branch, Verdi had no choice but to listen to the Greens as they gabbed. Remember how I used to streak across the forest floor, Ribbon asked. Quick as lightning, answered Aggie. And I climbed giant trees like they were nothing. They grew taller back then, you know. The things I dared to run down and swallow, Umbles bragged. Wild boar, no match for me. Verdi was astonished. You used to run and climb and hunt giant pigs? What happened? Well, Ribbon crashed, just like you, Aggie replied. I took a terrible fall and almost put an eye out. Then old Umbles over here nearly choked to death. Now we prefer a quiet life, a warm perch, a little sunshine, and an occasional good meal. The green snakes rambled about the days of glory and Verdi settled on his branch. Look at him all splinted up. He's hurt. But he likes the stories. Hopefully you guys are liking the story too. Finally, one afternoon, Umble said, "Looks like you're ready to go again." He carefully untied Verdi from a branch. "You're welcome to come with us," said Aggie. Ribbon agreed. The 3 green snakes slipped quietly back into the forest. Verdi wasn't ready to join them. He wasn't sure where he wanted to go, so he just stretched and stayed put until the sun went down and he listened to the forest come alive. Hey, Christina, thanks for joining us. There's the forest. Look how pretty these animations are. Really, really pretty artwork in this book. Time passed. The sun and the moon took turns in the sky. Verdi marveled as the full moon grew thinner every single night. Then he watched patiently as it grew round again. He wondered why he hadn't noticed that before. Verdi became so green that he blended perfectly with the leaves. He was so still that other creatures walked right by him without even seeing him. Do you see Verdi? He's not yellow anymore. He's right there. And one fine morning, as Verdi basked in the sunshine, 2 small yellow snakes approached. They tapped, and they fidgeted, and they stared. "Get a load of this old green guy," one of them whispered. "Do you think he ever moves?" The other snickered. "I seriously doubt it." "They're just like I used to be," thought Verdi. "And now I am what I was afraid to be." He looked at his big green body and slowly smiled. "Hey, how would you two like to climb some trees with me?" he asked. "With you?" The yellow snakes were astounded. "I'll even show you my fancy figure 8, Verdi replied, although he was a little bit worried about putting an eye out. Look how big Verdi is. And he's green now. With practice, the 3 snakes performed the perfect triple figure 8. Leaping and looping with his little striped friends, Verdi laughed. "I may be big and very green, but I'm still me." The end. And that is another one of my kids' favorite books. I know it's a little bit longer, so thanks to everybody who stuck around. Remember, this, of course, is Facebook Live, so these videos are going to live on our Facebook for a very, very long time. So you know what? If you enjoy this book, we got a bunch of other ones. Jeff, Amy, Sean Stevens have also read storybooks, but we're going to be doing this every single night until things get back to normal. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This, of course, Verdi by Janelle Cannon, the creator of Stella Luna. Thank you, Mindy. And I just think it's a really great book with a great message that even though times change, you're still yourself. And I think that's pretty great. You guys have a wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday with your family, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a great night.